Let's go ahead and work through this assignment right here. A proposed wheelchair ramp is shown. Use a calculator to determine the value of tangent of 4 degrees. Round your answer to the nearest 100th. So what I'm going to do, if you remember from my last video, if we want to find tangent of a number, we just simply put it in the calculator. Now, the most important thing before we start using our calculator is to check our mode. In order to check our mode, and I realize my calculator is a little bit older. This is one that I've had since I was in high school, and it still works. So why replace it, right? It has pretty much the same features as the calculators that you guys are using in class. And this is definitely the same. To check our mode, we just simply hit the mode button. And we want to make sure that this degree right here is highlighted. If it is not highlighted, you're just going to go ahead and push the down arrow and the over arrow till we get to it. Hit enter, and it'll move from radian over to degree. And then we hit second mode, and that puts us back in our regular screen. So we definitely need to make sure we're in degree mode when we do trigonometry. If not, you will get the wrong answers. So if I want to calculate the value of tangent of 4 degrees in my calculator, I just hit tan 4. I can close the parentheses. I don't have to close the parentheses. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to go ahead and close them. And then I hit enter. And my answer is 0.0699268119. Now, we don't want all of that in our answer. It says round to the nearest hundredth. If you remember, hundredth is the second decimal place, so that would be that 6 right there. So remember, what we have to do is we have to look at the number before, and if it's 5 or more, we bump this number up. So our answer would be 0.07. 0.07. Now our next question says, what is the run of the ramp? Well, that's this right here. So let's set this up. So we would have tangent of 4 degrees equals the opposite of that, which is 24, over x. Now, if you refer to the notes that you took on my last video, then you'll notice that what we need to do to solve this problem, x equals the opposite, which is 24, over tan of 4 degrees. So in my calculator, I'm just going to put that in. 24 over tan of 4, and my answer is 343.2. I don't get real hung up on rounding. Typically, though, if you need to round an answer, I definitely don't want this whole thing put in the computer, okay? But typically, I round to the nearest tenth. Another proposed wheelchair ramp is shown. What is the run of the ramp? If necessary, round your answer to the nearest inch. So this actually tells me I need to round it to the nearest whole number. So we're going to do the exact same process. Tan of 4 degrees equals 20 over x. So since I already did the algebra out for you, we know it's going to be x equals 20 over tan of 4 degrees. And in our calculator, we get 286 inches. Just like with the decimals, I don't get hung up on units either. It's something to be aware of, but if you don't put the correct units or you don't put any units at all in the computer, that's okay. Different teachers require different things. To me, it's more important that you get this 286. And here, number 3, yet another proposed wheelchair ramp is shown. What is the rise of this ramp? If necessary, round your answer to the nearest inch. So now, instead of us looking for the run, we're looking for the rise. And that's going to be our opposite. So here we're going to have tan of 4 equals x over 100. So again, refer back to that paper that the paper with all the notes. And x is going to equal 100 times tan of 4. And in my calculator, I get 6.99. That would round to 7 inches.